Here's another example of why women are the fucking problem sometimes. So women are like, when we go to the gym, the men stare at us. The men stare at us. We don't want you to stare at us. I just watched a video of a woman doing calisthenics and nothing but a crop top and skin-tight booty shorts. And there was 3 men around her, and the entire minute video, none of them looked at her. They didn't give a single fuck what she was doing, okay? And so I noticed it naturally, right? And so I went to the comments, and every fucking female in that comment section is like, but no one looked? Oh, so now you want them in to stare at you at the gym? That's a little hypocritical. It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? No, it doesn't. How about you just go to the gym and everyone there is minding their own fucking business? Like, if people stare, people stare. If they don't, like, whatever, big fucking whoop. People are there to fight their own demons. They're not there to, like, oh my God.
Wasn't independence the goal? More freedom, more choice, more autonomy. And yet, happiness still feels out of reach for a lot of people. So maybe the issue isn't freedom. Maybe it's expectations.
Dude, being single is freaking sucky and it's freaking hard. Like, everybody's like, oh, but you're so young. And it's like, yeah, I know I have time, whatever. But it's like, dude, some days you just get sick of it. You're like, I have nobody to come home to. I have nobody to make plans with ever. I have nobody's freaking family to spend time with. Like, it's just freaking sucky. And then, I don't know, you guys. Like, honestly, most days I'm chill. I'm okay with, like, being single. But, like, some days you just get so sick of it. And you just feel so alone. And you're like, literally, where is this person that I'm supposed to spend, like, all of eternity with? Like, where are they? And it just gets hard. And you're like, are they even coming? Like, genuinely, I don't know. I don't know, and sometimes there's just no hope, and yeah, just check on your single friends, because we're holding it together, and some people genuinely are, like, so happy being single, they don't even think about being with anybody else, and that is totally fine. I wish I was like that, and I don't think about my singleness every second of the day, but some days it's just so freaking hard to keep it together and act like I don't want that, because I want it so bad. So, yeah, anyway.
By now, I'm sure we are all familiar with this male loneliness epidemic. And let me just tell you, my personal opinion on this is that men can never be lonely enough. But there also have been a couple things that have happened recently where I'm like, you know what? Maybe you guys are getting lonely. So there was this guy that I went on a couple of dates with, and then I don't know, told him I wasn't interested, and I saw him recently, and he was like, hey, by the way, I unfollowed you on Instagram. And I looked at him, I was like, no, you didn't. And he was like, yeah, I did. As soon as you said that you weren't interested, I immediately unfollowed you on Instagram. And I was like, you literally are like the first person to look at all of my stories. Like, you definitely still follow me on Instagram. You literally liked my selfie yesterday. Obviously, he was like embarrassed. And he's like, yeah, because like you still pop up in my DMs. I'm like, well, I don't DM you. So I saw this morning that he had viewed my Instagram story. So I messaged him and I was like, being in the top 10 first views, and no follow back is crazy. And he goes, just finished my coffee, had to get my morning creep session in. Like, I can't with you guys, okay? Like, at this point, just follow me back.
Here's the uncomfortable truth. Need isn't the right word. Men and women both bring value, but the dynamic has shifted. The era of blind validation, endless spending, and chasing approval, that phase is fading.
This woman on my flight home to Arizona from Chicago clocked like 4 grown-ass men. Clocked them. And I was like, girl, and I know that is right. We're getting off the plane, and someone in front of us, he like put his carry-on like a few rows back, like, it's awkward, right? He's like jumping in the rows, and he's trying to get his bag, and so people are trying to help him. So this woman is like, is this your bag? And he's like, oh, no, sorry. And she's like, oh, is this your bag? And she's like, I'll help you, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, no, it's the one over there to the right, blah, blah, blah. So she's going over there. And then she's like, oh, this is the bag. And there's 4 men. Kid you fucking not. I was sandwiched in the middle between 2 fucking men. My mom was sandwiched between 2 fucking men. And then there was 1 woman in the aisle. And then the rest are all fucking grown-ass men, okay? So she's asking this guy where his bag is. And she finally finds it. And she's literally looking at the men like this. No? No one? Okay, I guess I'll get it. And she grabs the fucking bag down. And as she's grabbing the bag down, she's like, I am so sick of being the man all the time. Blah, blah, popping off. Queen. And those men were like, dick in their hands. And I was just like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And you know what? There was a man sitting next to me too, and he was very helpful on the way into the plane, but off, like, he knew my bag was where it was. He could have offered. No offer, man. No offer. Now, I would have turned him down because I'm fucking strong. But no offer. And that's the problem.
Look at this. Finally, men are drawing the line. Those days where privilege bought you everything? Gone. Even if it's about someone else, there's always a woman involved. And guess what? Men aren't putting up with this nonsense anymore. The smart move? Stop wasting energy complaining. Help the guy directly instead.
I don't think anyone wants to admit it, but I honestly think that women are more mean than men. I mean, if you really think about it, yeah, and I stand on that. I think women are meaner and more hateful than men. Women are mean and hateful toward other women. Women really don't like other women. You see it on the internet, you see it on the comments, you see it in the workforce, you see it everywhere. So yeah, I stand on that. Women are more mean and more nastier than men. Women don't even like other women.
Fellas, I'm going to just tell you like this. Maybe it's not the women whose standards are too high. Maybe their standards are just where they need to be. Maybe sometimes y'all standards be too high because y'all be shooting for the baddest women, the women of your dreams, but you are nowhere where you need to be in your life. You have no resources. You stingy. Y'all be immature. And then you go shooting for a woman that you cannot maintain, that you cannot afford. And then you cannot stand to be rejected. So then y'all get on the internet crying every day, all day about what women want a man to do. You need to date within your bracket based off of how much you make, how you look, and what you're willing to do. Instead of getting mad at what a certain type of woman or a particular woman wants from you that you cannot give, go be with somebody or pursue somebody that will be with you. But y'all don't like that. Y'all don't know what y'all want. All y'all be knowing is that the women that y'all want don't want y'all. I'm starting to think that this generation of women are a lot harder to play games on. They're a lot harder to manipulate and control, and it's harder to play on their emotions. So if you really not on nothing, most women nowadays, even the younger ones, can sniff that out. So if you don't have no resources, if you're on that bull crap, if you don't want nothing serious, you're getting booted out the way. Because men are like buses. Y'all like the easiest thing to get. So I don't even know why y'all be sitting there trying to remind women that they're single as if you're insulting them. Then be like, we just want to hit. But you know, wanting to do something and actually being able to do it is two different things, brother. Y'all be having a hard time finessing women out their panties, so y'all be on the internet trolling women. Like, don't be commenting ignorant stuff on my post because you sexually frustrated. Men be super crazy, and it be the ones that be playing music off their phone, walking down the damn street, rapping to themselves, creepy as hell, and then be trying to hit on IG baddies and shit and be mad because they can't fly her out, so all of a sudden they want to dog her out. Like, boy, please, whatever. Then, or it be the real old ones that play games with women their entire life. Now they want a young woman to settle down with, and you ain't got shit to offer. Then they talking about soft boy era. Like, y'all niggas been soft. Y'all used to try to be in a popular nigga's face so bad, they used to treat the fuck out of y'all. Smack y'all upside the head and make y'all run to the corner store on your weak ass, raggedy ass bike, chain slipping and everything. Thirsty as hell. Like, y'all was always the ugliest, weakest dude out of the group. Y'all used to try to impress women and bring them around your homeboys like you was just that nigga and shit. And whole time we would peep like, this nigga lame as hell. Like, looking around, homie fine as fuck, and you corny as hell. Like, watch out. Then y'all talking about drizzle. All that make me think of is that y'all dick nasty. Y'all know y'all don't go to the damn doctor. Like, for real, a lot of y'all got drizzle because y'all got chlamydia. Piss hot as hell. Talking about some drizzle. That shit do not sound cool at all.
Here's the thing. Every woman thinks she's the ultimate baddie. So seriously, where does that leave the rest of us?
A woman to be in a full argument with a man and be like, this is point A of why I'm upset.
Hold on. you'll be in an argument with a man. Men don't like arguing, so if you're in an argument with a man, then you are probably the problem. Literally, so many men that I've met, men that I've been friends with online or whatever, I've never gotten into arguments with them. And the ones that I did get into arguments with, it didn't end well. One thing I know about men is that whenever you're trying to argue with them, whenever you're upset, they're going to try to de-escalate the situation. And if you keep being all like, blah, 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 like every single woman on the planet does, then he's probably going to leave you. A lot of people are all like, I shared my feelings and he left. No, you didn't share your feelings. You were being belligerent, and that's why he left, not because of your feelings.
Honestly, this is why so many men are just choosing to stay single. Arguments? Yeah, they're battles nobody wants to fight with someone they actually care about. Conversations, on the other hand, that's where real progress happens.
This is why guys stopped asking you out. This is why guys stopped dating you. This is why guys stopped approaching you in bars, and now you're having a tantrum about it because you waste their time. You waste their time. You go on the date on their dime. You're rude. You sit, you lecture them, you eat the food and drink the drink that they provide and get all tipsy and then go out for your after party, and you treat it like you have done something amazing that then you boast about, that you used him essentially to, impart some type of lesson, right? Teach him how to be a man. I mean, time you're teaching him how to be a doormat, right? And you're getting excited that you're getting away with it, right? This is why good men, number one, got off social media, and number two, stopped asking you out. Right now, is it sad? Yeah, because if women and men don't go out, I'm a big fan of like good women, good men, get together, get married, family, procreation, stability in society. This is my angle, right? However, I understand why men are just like, well, screw you, because you're acting like a bunch of ingrates. You're acting like a bunch of nasty women who are taking advantage, who are sitting there lecturing them and treating them like dirt and then boasting about it all over your social media. So the next time you make a video about why guys aren't approaching you, go back and watch your own content, honey. Take some ownership for that.
Let's be real. Financial exploitation is no joke. The moment laws around child support and alimony get fairer, a lot of this nonsense will start to balance out.
Want to know the truth about things women don't want you to know? It exposes everything that they haven't healed yet. Let's talk about it. Most women crave control, right? Not because they necessarily want to lead, but because they don't feel safe enough to let go. When she doesn't trust a man's strength, she becomes that strength. She starts micromanaging, testing him, and trying to dominate every situation, but that's not power. That is her fear in disguise. Here's another truth. Most women confuse emotional chaos with actual connection. If peace feels foreign to her, she'll mistake calm for boredom and she'll want to jump ship. That is why she will always chase the man who hurts her and pull away from the one who grounds her. She's not in love. She's addicted to adrenaline. You know what else? A lot of women preach divine feminine energy, but still operate from reactivity. They cry, they blame, they manipulate, then call it's just my emotions. That is not feminine power. Feminine power is knowing how to regulate your own emotions. It's being able to feel everything without projecting it. And the one that'll sting the most. Women say they want honesty, but they can't handle it. The moment a man tells her the truth, she takes it personally instead of with power. That is not vulnerability. That is emotional immaturity. When a woman lacks emotional intelligence, she will weaponize emotion to win. Tears, silence, guilt, deflection. It's not always conscious, but it's still manipulation. And for the women watching this, listen closely. The more you hate on men, the more you are revealing your own unhealed pain towards them. It's never all men. It's a man who hurt you in the past and you still haven't let it go. The truth is, most women want a man to lead, yes, but their ego won't allow it or they won't even admit it. They want to feel safe enough to surrender, but that safety requires trust, and trust requires surrender. Do you see the loop? Emotional intelligence is your superpower, but until you learn to regulate what you feel instead of project it, you're going to keep mistaking control for confidence and independence for actual healing. Men, pay attention. A healed woman does not need to be tamed. She wants to be led by presence, not pressure. And women, stop confusing your wounds with your worth. When you heal, softness stops feeling like weakness and submission starts to feel like actual freedom, and you will be happier. So those are the secrets. The feminine woman doesn't lose her power when she surrenders to a masculine man. She amplifies it. And that's what every real man is waiting for.
Look, it's not about being scared. It's straight up narcissism and manipulation. These women are pros at playing the game. And honestly, we can't fix them if they don't even want to change. Thanks to this whole hoe era, a lot of women are carrying wounds. And men, yeah, we're done dealing with all that drama.
She starts fights over every little thing. A tone, a text, the way you looked at her. And you think it's nothing, just drama, just temporary stress. But no, she's using that to control you. Arguments equal attention. She knows that when she pushes hard enough, you'll fold. You'll chase, apologize, explain yourself, even when you did nothing wrong. And that gives her a sense of power. Think about the pattern. She starts an argument. You spend hours or days proving your side, giving her your undivided attention. And after, you're relieved that it's over, and she feels reassured. But really, the cycle just resets. At that point, it's no longer about resolving problems. She has learned that starting an argument with you is the fastest way for her to center herself in your life. Think that if you just explain yourself better, she'll stop. But this type of argument is about leverage. And the more you try to win that argument, the less ground you'll have to stand on. Stop telling yourself that she's just passionate or fiery. She's manipulating you. If you keep feeding this cycle, you'll never have peace. Just an endless loop where her drama runs the entire relationship and eventually your life.
Simple rule, just walk away. If someone isn't lifting you up, they're just weighing you down. Don't waste your energy.
There's no sassy man epidemic. There's no who gonna be the boys epidemic. There's literally nothing of the sort. What y'all are not understanding is men now understand desirability politics in a way that is now more detrimental than it ever could have been. To simplify, a lot of older men gain clarity. A lot of younger men are now not even indulging in these ideals in the first place, and it's jumbling up into a way where we haven't gotten this place before. We have not gotten to the place where dudes are just like, no, this doesn't make sense. But the catch is it does make sense. It always has made sense. What these niggas don't understand is you're not going to be rewarded for doing the quote-unquote right thing. It was never moral in the first place. It's not moral to give a bitch shit. It's not moral to get all these accolades and all these different things to get women to like you. It's not moral. The fact that some of these bitches will fuck a bum-ass nigga because he's fine is all the validation you need in the world. You don't understand, okay, women, now I'm talking to you. Men now understand that as a law. Y'all will fuck a bum because he got some good dick. Think about it from a perspective of a nigga who might think he gotta get all these things and all this other shit, right? Maybe if he just finds a girl that likes him for how he just looks and how he is right then and there, he might be happier. So what y'all are saying is like, wait, if people like me, I don't have to do these things and jump through these hoops that society said I had to before. And not like it's y'all are just seeing I would say crisis of consciousness. Like they don't, either the young men are like, yo, this shit's stupid. I never would even indulge in this. And y'all can say social media, this, social media, whatever. It's literally them realizing shit in real time. And women, all y'all do is make it worse. Oh, he got to do this. He got to do that. As he should. You're pretending as if these people owe you something by being born. What do you think happens when they realize, no, bitch, you're stupid. And that's actually egotistical and narcissistic as fuck. Word, what now? What now? What now? I'm not even like you already see how I'm thinking. I already was never part of this shit. I already knew what the game was from young. I don't give a fuck. A bitch don't want to fuck me as I am. But you get what I'm saying? Like the niggas are understanding it now to a point where y'all are getting mad, but it's like, sorry, you overplaying a hand. You overplay hands. Some of y'all ain't even bad enough to overplay these hands. They're hands you weren't even dealt. Like, come on, bro.
Here's the reality. Guys, date the girl who actually likes you, on a big scale. But good luck with that, because nowadays, women expect to be chased all the time. Remember, it's about finding someone who values you, not just the chase.